In today's video, I am going to go over my experience during the final interview at GEICO. Stay tuned. Hi, my name is Abahi. I am a claims adjuster. I also do videos here on YouTube, so think of me as your secret sauce or your quiet storm through getting you to a deployment storm. I just came up with that. Feel free to reach out to me on social media. A lot of people like Instagram. I prefer LinkedIn. You can also email me. Either way, let's connect. Let's get to this good, bad, and ugly of the GEICO final interview. Don't forget to like and subscribe. First, let me set the scene. I'm in Macon, Georgia. The facility reminds you of what you think an insurance company looks like. Lots of cubicles, a lot of professionally dressed individuals. They do allow their associates to wear jeans. Not everybody was, so I don't know who did what and what your dress code is. I was dressed business casual. Of course, I was in the interview, and my interviewers dressed business casual, but I believe there was the lady in HR, I think she might have been in jeans. I wasn't looking at her legs that much, you know what I mean. Okay, they take me up to maybe the 4th floor to see what the claims floor is like. Again, it's a lot of cubicles. You can tell GEICO is very just rigid by the book, which is great. It seems like they're very fair, which means they're going to be fair to you as an employee there too as well, maybe with promotions or just salary or anything. I walk around. It looks like they had one conference room in someone's office, or there was a table for us to sit. I was interviewed by 2 males, 2 females, and there was a manager on the phone who went through the program like I did. Some of the roles that the other 4 played were the HR director of the region, which included 6 Southeast states. So I talked to the director of the program, and there were 2 other people there too as well. I really do forget their roles. Let me pull up my questions that I was asked. First, they went through my job history, which is great. I was prepared for that. Of course, they want to know why you left your last position or why you're choosing, let's say, for example, GEICO versus all the other insurance carriers that you could have applied to. They want to know, are you the type of individual who is just looking for a job, or are you looking to work for GEICO? Me personally, I was looking to work for GEICO. However, I'm looking to work in the industry, and GEICO happened to be the one I felt would be a good fit for me because of the management development program. I want to learn auto claims. In fact, I want to know every claim: flood, agriculture, marine. It just happens to be that GEICO had this auto development program, which I found fascinating because you're going to be sent through 8 weeks of intensive training, which is great. I'll do 2 weeks down in Macon, a few weeks up in Virginia, learning every single piece of the car. How great is that going to be? I don't know, fuses, filters, tire sizes and changes and rims and glass and pedals and seat covers, seat belts, and I don't know, fenders and benders. I'm very excited to go into the management development program as well, because the whole purpose is that they want you to go from being an adjuster to a supervisor to a manager, which is great, especially if you're trying to be a manager and you wanted to know, how can I get into management? This is a great place for you to start. Again, I'm being interviewed by 4 individuals, which was a little hard to keep eye contact with 4 different people going back and forth, but I handled my pool. I did pretty good with that. Another question that they asked, so they went over job history. They talked about why GEICO. They asked me, what type of leader am I? Because this role is geared to put you into a management position. They want to know how you're going to lead new adjusters and new supervisors as they bring new ones into the program to come work for GEICO. We have examples of how, when I was a supervisor, that I was a very encouraging leader, and I like to train my team so that they're very knowledgeable. I like to set my team up to be able to run without me. That if I was not there for whatever reason, that ship would keep moving or sailing, and the well-oiled machine would keep going. Additionally, they wanted to know what my best qualities were. A lot of people say I'm a people person. Although I'm an introvert in my mind, I'm able to figure out how to talk to people. I also do a lot of reading, so I know how to take a great interest in others and make them feel very comfortable, as well as get them to open up. Some people might even say, wow, Abahi, you're so sociable. Whatever. I don't think so. I just talk to people. And you'll do a lot of that in this job. You'll talk to policyholders and you'll talk to repair mechanics. I don't think they were too excited about me mentioning being sociable. I think they really wanted more of like leadership. Tell me how you led this project, this program, or how you led people, which I've done in the past and had to give stories, or like I like to use the problem action results of how I led a group to complete more work than my peers did, how I know how to excel past the work that my peers do, how when I start a job people call me all-star, she's great, she's good to go, like she knows what she's doing. That's the type of leader, and those are my best qualities. Now directly after that question, I was asked, okay, well, everybody has these great qualities that you're working on, or that you have, but what are you working on? Like, where are you trying to improve? I felt like this question was basically asking, what are your flaws, right? People pretend to be perfect in interviews, but of course there's something that you're not telling us. What is that? I gave 2 answers to this. I don't remember what both of them were, but I remember at least one of them was talking about self-discipline. Waking up early in the morning to hit the gym is something that I have been trying to conquer, and I haven't done it yet, but eventually I will. If I keep saying tomorrow, one day I might be able to come. But actually the next day I did go work out. So another question I was asked by the HR regional director was, what was my dream job? Now this one caught me a little bit off guard, I will admit that, because my dream job is really any job that pays me to travel. I really don't care what the job is, and I did that when I worked on a project with Google Maps, and I traveled a lot. I didn't drive that little car, but I did drive a lot, and I traveled a lot. I was in Miami, Miami just like, it's Miami, love Miami. For my dream job, I'll mention like my dream job would be a place where I got to travel and I got to learn. And with the MVP program, you are going to have the opportunity to relocate. Now, the negative for me in the role, and I'll give you 2 at this time because I just started one. One is that you might be relocated to a town that is not even on the map, potentially. You could be relocated to Arkansas, South Carolina, North Georgia, Mississippi, or Alabama, which I'm cool if it's Biloxi. I like it there. Mobile, it's okay, but Biloxi, I can eat, man, I can eat crayfish all. I know some people down in Biloxi. It's it's right by the water. However, I won't have that option or those choices. They want people in this program to be open to going wherever the opportunity opens up. Again, it could be anywhere, and you have to be flexible with that. So think about that if you're thinking about this program. Other area that I was surprised to find out is that GEICO, not that GEICO's bread and butter is auto, but the surprising factor is that the homeowners, RV, motorcycle, and pretty much every other insurance that you might use GEICO and sign up a policy with is actually given to a third-party carrier. I find that this was a surprise to me is because I would like to move into other areas within GEICO, especially commercial, because if you learn commercial and you get to a cat storm, commercial is going to be top dollar compared to homes. Just imagine a grocery store loses its entire inventory and the store needs repair too. So the contents and the cost of the the building is really going to be really high. Also, by the way, those are usually done by 2 different adjusters just because there's so many contents. Even in the home, there's a flood adjuster and then there's the property adjuster, and that person takes care of the content. So keep that in mind when you're applying or when you're thinking about what career course that you want to go down. I would love to go into commercial. It's just going to be more money for me. Maybe not you, but more money for me or anybody who does commercial. The other thing to think about too is that in this role you'll have a lot of autonomy because you're not going to be reporting to an office, although you're going to be professionally dressed, and you're going to have a team that you can call. They only have a meeting, I believe he said once a month. And for me, it's cool because I'm used to those types of jobs where you pretty much work independently and solo, alone, majority of the time. You start your day when you get to your car, there's no driving in traffic, and then you start the clock. Once I hit my driveway, I'm on the clock and I'm getting paid, which is really nice and really cool. You'll additionally be able to have like a work out of your home setting up your claims for the day or doing paperwork. Maybe at times you work out of a body shop. It just depends on your area and what your team needs at that time. Additionally, saying that a lot. Furthermore, the area that you're going to cover is going to be based upon where you live. I live outside of Atlanta, so my county, I was going to do more of a suburban county. The county also would provide a lot more driving potentially for me. I'm not sure in the city it could do the same too. Just depends on where your policy holders have their cars or where they live and where you live. After the interview, you're going to be drug tested. It's a hair follicle test. I don't believe there's any other style of test that they do. If you have your hair braided like I do, it's going to be hard for them to get 1.5 inches of hair. I'm not sure what you would do if your hair is braided like this. I waited until after my interview to get my hair done. Okay, so you be prepared to be drug tested. If you don't have the opportunity to have it pulled from your hair, I guess you can leave your armpits long, because I've heard they're able to take hair from your armpits or your legs too. I have not heard of stories of hair being taken from any other place than the armpits and the legs. If you have any questions about the MDP program, just leave it in the comments below so we can all share information. If you know anything or if you've been through the process, let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That's all I have.
Hi, my name is Abahi and I am a claims adjuster. Back before Hurricane Harvey, I was out of work, I was a job hopper, and I was living at home. But somebody introduced me to claims adjusting. They showed me their bi-weekly check, which was over $4,500 a week. After I saw that check, I hopped on, did my claims adjusting course, I did the examination, I got licensed, I got training, and I got work. Now I'm able to live on my own, take care of my family. No longer will I ever have to look for work, because claims adjusting work finds you and we never run out of work. Then also too, I'm able to take trips. I'm able to provide for my family. I'm able to have my own apartment and more. If you want to go from job hopping and low paying jobs to making and earning a life-changing salary for yourself so you can take care of your family, I need you to become a claims adjuster, and you can do it right here by watching this channel.